And now, live from the Steel Twins recording studio in beautiful Traverse City, Michigan, it's your boys, the Cannonball, the Cannon, the Steel Twins. What's up, everybody? It's voice acting night, and you know what that means, because I just told you.
It's voice acting night, baby.
Yep, it's Monday night. Thank you so much, and once again for joining us. We're representing our good friend, the Dread King Logan, Shark to Blood.
That's right.
I'd turn around and show you with the back of the shirt, but hey,
Dawn, thanks for joining the chat. Hey, Dawn.
What's up? Thank you so much. Hey, girl.
We are counting down to the Jericho cruise, by the way.
There's still quite a ways to go. We got to get through summer. We got to...
Oh, it's been a minute, no doubt about it.
Yep,
Yes.
but we're so glad that you were able to stop by. Yeah, we got summer to go through. We got the first part of football season to go through. We got the holidays. Yeah. So we've missed you too, Dawn.
Absolutely.
And anyone else that's watched us after the fact, thank you. So this case is going to be so it's a new case, right? We're going back on track. So we'll tell you what it is in a minute. But just suffice to say, I'm very, very curious about this. I feel like I'm kind of in uncharted territory because I've gotten so used to the orca thing and the ship-shaped aquarium that it's like, okay, we've got a significant murder happening in a university, but that's all I'm going to say right now. So so we're going to go ahead and get this thing going. So, as always, okay, let me just turn this around, make sure I got this right. Then, now, Forever Together. We got the WWE version of the C4 drink. So, if you have a cap to your bottle or a pin on your drink, you go and twist that cap off or pull that pin back. Hey, package, what time is it?
It's time to hydrate.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Hey, that tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
Ruthless raspberry.
That's what it is. I'm going to try to get...
Dickerson in. Oh, of course.
You got to bring Josh in there. Bring the party.
Yep.
Yeah, so shenanigans can commence. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're actually off work, too. I mean, for a change.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pleasant surprise. So, okay. So, let us go into live scene. Now, everybody's coming together.
Yes, we are ready. Oh, look at that picture. Look at that artwork.
It's pretty sweet.
So last week I made an announcement that...
She's already 3 drinks in.
Oh, boy.
Hang on, kids. so go ahead, package.
Yeah, I announced on last week's stream that a new Ace Attorney collection is out. It's Ace Attorney Investigations Collection featuring Miles Edgeworth.
Oh, it's going to be coming out. Was it September of this year?
September 6th, 2024.
Oh, yeah. So later this year, we may very well have our new project. So we have to go back to the... Okay, hang on.
Game selection and museum.
I'm just curious to say what happens.
No.
Okay, never mind. Game selection and museum. So we have to go to episodes, right?
Yep.
So now we're going to episode 3.
Right.
Turnabout Academy. So, okay, so start playing from this chapter.
You bet.
See!
Good news. The check cleared. It's go time.
Man.
Yes, it is time for episode 3. Turnabout Academy.
Themis Legal Academy, a prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
Or so
we think.
Or so we thought. I mean, what? Look at these. This is bad.
What is going on here?
Whisper on the ear. 3 students. Oh, it's a...
Uh-oh.
It's a...
Somebody's dead.
That one we just saw, some people say it's an Owl. AWL. I think
Ball. Maddie!
Maddie!
You're just in time. October 24th, 1:25 p.m., Themis Legal Academy.
And, Athena's running late.
Oh no! I'm gonna be late! Whew. Finally. So this is it. The illustrious Themis Legal Academy. This is a place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors got their start. When news spread that Mr. Wright had gotten his attorney's badge back, he received a call from this school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Wright brought us along, hoping we'd learn something from the experience. But no, I had to go and blow it by getting here 30 minutes late.
Oh boy.
At least it's not all business today. After all, today's their school festival.
Well, I wonder what that's
Hey,
all
Zion
about.
Boy Man. Thanks for joining the chat, my man.
Hey, October 24th, 1:29 p.m., Themis Legal Academy, first floor hallway.
And as you can see, we are playing as Athena now, so...
Wow, this place has school festival written all over it, literally. But why all the cold stares? Is it because everyone's in a school uniform except me? Well, I like the way I dress. Wonder where Mr. Wright and Apollo are.
Alrighty then.
Your attention, please. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you.
Sorry about that, folks. Oh, that's just the
That's
announcement.
okay.
Sounds like a mock trial's about to start. But where's this lecture hall? Looks like all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there.
Well, let's find out. Charge!
Alright, so you take Professor Means, rather.
October 24th, 1:33 p.m., Themis Legal Academy, third floor lecture hall.
This must be a lecture hall. Wow, they spent some serious money on this place. The district court can't even compete.
Hey, Athena, over here.
Ah, Mr. Wright, Apollo. I've been looking for you two. I'm so sorry I'm late.
It's okay. Sorry we couldn't wait for you. But we didn't want to be late for our meeting. Holy high-tech Harvard Law School, Batman. Indeed.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is... Lucky for you, the person we're supposed to meet also seems to be running late.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Professor Colt has yet to arrive. How unprofessorial of her to keep visitors of our esteemed institution waiting like this. I shall make her right, I will not. Oh, who do we have here? Oh, right. You haven't been introduced yet. Ah, yes. You must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. I am Aristotle Means, a professor at this hallowed hall of learning. I oversee the lawyer course here. It is a pleasure to meet you. Looks like a nerdy version of Zeus. Well, he also looks like he's a stone statue. I mean, gosh, it looks like he's chiseled out of marble. Whatever.
I'm Athena Sykes. I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. It's nice to meet you too.
How wonderful. So vigorous and vivacious. You just earned yourself a gold star.
Wow, thanks. That big smile of his is kind of scary though.
That's really scary. Jesus.
Yeah, keep an eye on this guy.
Yeah, he is sus. Hugely sus.
Looks like the mock trial's about to begin. What are we going to do about our meeting?
Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about?
Oh, but I thought we'd sent a pamphlet to your office.
Creepy smile, Stone Zeus guy.
Right, the pamphlet. Whatever happened to that?
You won't be seeing it again. Trucy used it for the old rip it up and restore it trick.
Oh, come on, man. Trucy.
But unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised.
Well, it seems I had better explain the situation then. Thank you, Professor. Let's talk to him. Themis Legal Academy. No, does anyone have any questions?
I do, Professor. Could you tell me all about your school?
What an excellent question. Here's a gold star for asking. Ding! Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course. Likewise, budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course. And future judges, the judge course. Well, of course.
Wow, you have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in law.
Yes, well, that's what makes our school special, and today even more so.
My Monday night is saved. Breeze!
Please!
Evening, Gov.
Evening, Gov. After all, we are to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney Phoenix Wright. We can't wait to hear about all about his return to the legal profession.
You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright? But you're not even a professor.
Yeah, well, I'm just giving them what they want. All right, today's plans.
Did you even know you were meant to be given a lecture here today?
Yeah, sort of. But I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting with the head of the judge course, Constance Court.
Okay. It's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that.
Professor Court. She is a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual.
Oh, so that's who's late.
Wait a minute. You don't think she's dead, do you?
Boy, I sure hope
Man,
not.
I'll tell you what, that when we saw that body, at the start of the day, I don't know, she looked eerily familiar.
Yikes, bro.
From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow in addition to today's lecture.
A training seminar? For lawyers? What exactly does that involve?
Why, it involves the very skills that make a lawyer a lawyer. The arm angle when shouting objection, the proper way to strike the podium, how to project one's voice, and most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory.
Yeah, just like Phoenix does. I don't know.
I don't know if these would be laudable traits. Huh? Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again? What a wonderful question. You just earned yourself a gold star. The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor. That is what is at stake in this mock trial, the crown jewel of the school festival.
Hang on a minute. Famous prosecutor? You
don't think?
I don't know.
There are 2 people I have on my list that are quote unquote famous prosecutors. And if the other guy has ruffles on his chest,
Oh boy.
I don't know if I'm ready to face him yet. All right,
The mock trial.
The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course face off in a simulated court case set in this very school. As for the case itself, we select the best script written by a judge course student and base our case on that. Okay. I'm game.
Ooh, a one-on-one battle? How thrilling!
So, if the student studying to be a lawyer wins, they get to take my training seminar? But what if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so... There's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for just such a case. But exactly who it is, well, that is a special surprise.
A famous prosecutor? No, it can't be.
God, I hope not.
Professor Means, forgive me for interrupting you and your guests.
Who could that be?
Huh?
It's her.
I'm Juniper Woods, a senior in the judge course. Professor, the trial will begin shortly. Since you'll be delivering the pre-trial speech, would you mind waiting up on the balcony until we're ready for you?
My, how very organized you are, Juniper. You just earned yourself a gold star, too. But what about Professor Court? Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive. Now then, I trust you will look after our visitors, Juniper.
Yes, of course, Professor Means. Juniper? Juniper Woods? Is that you? Athena? I almost didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe.
Wait, you two know each other? Now that's a coincidence.
We've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Junie? Yes. Well, we lived close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together. Yeah, like a lot. Why would she look at me?
Yeah, what's going on here?
I miss Junie. Hey, it's
Yeah.
old Junie. Yes, of course she is. Remember her from the first case?
Yep, I
But
barely...
this was before the bombing incident.
This is before the bombing incident, so, Yeah, chronological order here.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised since we haven't seen each other in a long time.
Anyway, we're supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right? Not that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on today.
Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students and faculty. There is one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed.
Yes, I'm very sorry, but it is part of the student curriculum after all. I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes.
Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today.
I'll tell you what, Apollo. Why don't you take my place?
What? Really?
Sure. Besides, I'd like to meet with Professor Court as soon as she gets here.
Aw, no fair. I want to see the mock trial too.
Sorry, I'm gonna let Apollo pull what little rank he has, if it's okay with Professor Means. But of course, Mr. Wright, if that is what you wish. It's settled then. We'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention.
Being the new kid here sure stinks. If you would please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor.
Okay, well,
Here we go.
I kind of gave that voice since she
Give it-
seems so pure and innocent.
Give it, yeah. I think it's, well, so we'll have to listen to it back. October 24th, 2:15 p.m., Themis Legal Academy, first floor, waiting room.
Still no Professor Court. It's been over 30 minutes. And Mr. Wright's snoozing away on the sofa. This is so boring. I should have hidden the lecture hall and spied on the mock trial.
Whoa!
Ah! What was that?
What was that?
What the heck?
October 24th, Themis Legal Academy. First floor hallway. Oh boy.
Ugh. Athena, I could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. If you go running now, they'll think it was you.
Well, it wasn't me. I think it came from somewhere outside.
Oh. Well, we better go have a look, seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall.
Okay.
October 24th, Themis Legal Academy. Outdoor stage.
Oh, look, the stage is like...
Is this stage for some sort of concert? It kind of reminds me of a courtroom.
What statue? Listen, I'm just looking at this for the first time. Don't. But now that I see something looks like it fell off in the center there.
Yeah,
with an arrow in it.
Yeah, but what is it?
I have no idea. All right. Wait, Athena, behind the witness stand.
What?
Oh!
Ah!
Professor Court, can you hear me? Professor!
Wait, that's who we were supposed to be meeting with?
It looks like our meeting's been canceled for us.
No way! This can't be real!
Oh, man.
I called the police. They should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall, too.
No, wait. They'll find out soon enough once the police get here. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here.
Huh? Are we even allowed to do that?
It's no big deal, as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus, no, never mind. Anyway, we should look around while the scene's still fresh. What's he pausing for?
Gee whiz.
But, okay, you're the boss.
Oh, piss, something went down. Yes, somebody's dead.
Yep. Let's examine.
Let's examine. So, okay.
We should start by studying the body. I wonder what's the best angle for this.
Well, let's go look. Okay, take a look at the body. Now,
Guess we really do have to examine the body. Well, guess I better get used to stuff like this if I want to be a full-fledged lawyer.
Now, what in God's name is this? What do we have here? A book? I'm guessing it fell out of her chest pocket.
Wait! What if it's her diary? That's the most private thing a girl has.
True, but considering the situation at hand, my apologies to the late Professor Court.
No, don't!
too late.
22nd, routine report, need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. Meet with Hugh about that report yesterday, important. Prep for mock trial, final confirmation. 1 p.m., meet with Mr. Wright about training seminar. 2 p.m., mock trial begins. Looks more like a planner than a diary. Every page seems to have the same sword mark printed on it at that.
I still think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case.
Hey, if this were a fighting game, that man's beard would be a weapon like Sindel's, and his fatality would be biting a guy's head off with that terrifying smile. Yes, indeed.
Hey, the Holy Effing Bible, son.
His face is haunting. Yep, yeah, that guy's face is very haunting. Oh,
waffles.
boy. And Josh is working. Boo. Pull out random food items.
Meanwhile, woo, daddy.
That's a pretty bougie area. Yeah, that's what we get for trying to focus on the story.
Scott Ryan, everybody. He'll be here all day.
Fucking arrow? Who the fuck kills someone with an arrow? What is this game? Duke Nukem? No. It's Turok Dinosaur Hunter.
I think that's available on Switch Online.
So. Yeah.
What?
Josh is working. That's sad.
Ooh.
Just Verdi loves bougie stuff.
Damn, for a mock trial, that's a pretty... Yep.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Yep, sure did. Thanks again, Manny, for sticking around, even for a while.
All right. So anyway, now that we're all caught up,
let's go.
I still think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case.
Court's planner added to the court record.
A sword emblem is printed on the cover and on each page.
There's an arrow stuck on her side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds?
This is a homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands.
A murder? Here? So that makes this arrow the murder weapon. Well, that and the bow that shot it.
Right, but where could the killer have shot her from? The stage is a sea of obstructions. I'm no expert on archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around.
Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow?
I'm not sure. Guess we better do some more investigating before jumping to conclusions.
Let's look at
Arrow added to the court
the
record.
arrow that pierced the victim's side. It's stained with blood. Let's look at the body itself.
Notice anything strange about the body? Take a deep breath and then take a good look.
It means if Means was in a Mortal Kombat, his fatality would be beating you to death with this globe with a creepy pedophilic smile.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Garrus, actually.
Well, now that you mention it, there's no blood around it.
If her wallet is missing, Robin Hood did it. Well, yeah, that's something, that's something we need to look for. Stabbing someone with an arrow is possible. Ask the Avengers. Yeah, that's right. Hawkeye could have done something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so...
No blood. So she says there's no blood around it. Continue.
Yet the victim's body is cold and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. Thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial.
Wait, then doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? Ooh, I know. The killer moved the body here while everyone was in a lecture hall.
That's a definite possibility. Notice anything else?
Her arms are raised over her head, and there are dark bruises around her wrists.
Oh, I didn't see that at first.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, the professor was probably tied up with something.
Eventually, her wrists were unbound, and as she reached up to stretch, she was killed?
I don't know about that. I think she might have been killed before.
Aristotle Means looks like a walking appliance from Beauty and the Beast. Yikes, bro.
I don't know about that.
Actually, I'm not so sure about this theory.
Well, there's not exactly a lot to go on.
I think that's about all we're going to find out from the body for now.
Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned five shades of pale. I was expecting 50. We should probably take a picture of the crime scene just in case.
Okay, I'm on it. Say cheese!
Cheese to
Oh
a
my
dead
gosh.
body? Are you kidding me?
Cheese? And I thought I was the one with the twisted sense of humor.
Yeah, no shit.
I think that should do it.
I think she was probably tied up and used as target practice. Probably.
I'd think so too.
Yeah, but what? We gotta find out more about this. This is intriguing.
Intrigue. Dun dun dun.
Done. All right, let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive.
This pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard.
There were supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them.
Feedback is appreciated though, folks. No matter how small.
There were 2? Then that thing over there is the remains of another statue?
Oh, could it be? That's creepy. Cheese? Fucking crap. That's exactly
what I said. This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look. So, all right. So let's look at this.
Wonder what this was a statue of. Whatever it was reddish purple in color.
When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already here, but they were covered up. I bet they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved here to this stage.
You mean this duffel bag looking thing was actually being used to cover the statues? I guess that just leaves the question, were they broken by accident or on purpose? What a puzzle this is.
All right, it's a statue, but that portion of it looks like a birthday cake.
I could go for some birthday cake right about now.
Me too.
So, okay. So there's a... Okay.
What's
Look
that?
at this.
What's
There's a piece of paper here.
There's something buried in the rubble. The Themis Herald?
Wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read what we can.
Let's see.
Pending declaration of love. Rocks campus.
Final act in torrid love triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods.
Oh, that's slander.
You gotta be shitting me, bro.
Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins.
In the world is this?
What is going on?
Wait, what? I seriously wished I hadn't read that.
You find that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body?
But we're talking about my friend Junie here. She'd never lead guys on like that.
Athena, you don't believe everything you read, do you? This article is clearly written with malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it.
Me neither.
You're right, but it's still disturbing, even if it's third-rate tabloid material.
Hugh G. Rection will profess his love.
That's a good one.
Blackquill looks like a Victorian-era version of Baba Yaga. John Wick. Funny. Okay, let's keep going. Themis Herald added to the court record.
School people with a malicious scoop on an alleged love triangle involving Junie.
That's about it. Mr. Wright.
Mr. Wright! Athena!
Oh, here comes Apollo. I've never seen anyone move so fast.
Listen, something big's happened. I was at the mock trial when the police announced the body had been found on campus.
That's right. And we're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Court dead behind the witness stand over there.
What? Can you show me? Huh? What the?
We've already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely a homicide. Once the police get here...
No, I know it's a homicide. I'm shocked because it's the same. Exactly the same.
What? Huh? What? No.
What?
Whoa there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean.
It's the same. The body, that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial.
Oh.
What? It's like the mock trial?
I know. It sounds crazy, but the body's location and position, the murder weapon, the lack of pulling blood. Oh. It's all exactly like the mock trial.
You're kidding, right? It can't really all be the same, can it?
Woo, woo, woo. It's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. It's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop.
October 24th, Themis Legal Academy. 3rd floor, lecture hall.
Oh, boy.
What's up, buddies? Gamer Biker!
Hey, what's up, Chuck?
Thanks for joining the stream, and congratulations on your stream relaunch.
Yeah, baby. Okay, the whole school's in an uproar. There won't be any more classes today.
Murder on campus. That's the last thing I expected at a legal academy.
I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body.
Hey, you're welcome there, Chuck. Anytime, brother.
You two wait here until you've spoken with the police.
Yes, boss.
I can't believe this is happening.
I can't believe we have to wait around here. I can't stay still at times like these. I hope Junie hasn't fainted from the shock of this whole thing. Ah! Athena! There you are. Junie, am I glad to see you? I was worried that... Don't worry about me. I am student council president after all. I need to be strong. Student council president? Wow, I'm impressed. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy.
Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions?
Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police. And there's really not much to do.
Hold up.
Wrong voice.
Oops. What was it?
It's Athena.
Oh,
Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police, and there's really not much to do. Sure. What would you like to know?
thanks for pointing that out, brother.
Yep. Hey, I'm here to help.
All right, let's talk to her. Juniper Woods.
I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been, 7 years or so?
You get the voice right, man. Jeez. Yeah.
Yeah. Follow the product, Greenie.
Yes. And I remember how you were always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask why you seem so distant. Remember how you used to call me Athena? I liked it better that way. It felt like we were sisters, you know. Yes, but I'm student council president now. And as the student representative of Themis Legal Academy, I have to act properly.
You can have a personality and still have responsibility.
Yeah, of course.
She was never this stiff and formal before. I knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. It's such a prestigious school, and you're on the judge course to boot. Yes, and Professor Cord had been in charge of it until, well, you know. Oh, right. Professor Cord was the professor in charge of Junie's course.
All right, Constance Court. What sort of teacher was Professor Court?
If I had to sum her up in a single word, I'd say she was amazing. A judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law.
There's that phrase again.
Oh, boy.
What's wrong with your school? What do you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? Professor Cord chose my script for the mock trial. Oh? You mean all the students in the judge course had to submit a script? And yours was the one she selected? Wow, that's amazing, Junie. Oh, thank you. But now, Professor Cord is... Who would do such a thing? Just yesterday, we were working together, trying to get things ready. Excuse me.
There's that cough again.
Are you alright, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for a while. So she's still got that cough. Guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be.
All right, mock trial.
Why do you need a script and a showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor? Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script as a framework. All the details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos, a murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence.
Wow, you guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready.
Yes, well, it was only Professor Cord and I. After all, we didn't want the script or other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. We were the only ones in the entire school who knew all of the details. Must have been a big pain in the... that must have been really difficult. I wrote the script so that the case could go either way. That way, the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning.
If you think that's all she's capable of, you got another thing coming.
Huh? Who said that?
Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script.
Yeah! She gave an award-winning performance as a defendant, man!
I think I found a rival to my cords of steel.
Phew! Robin, aren't you going to introduce yourselves to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely.
You're right. Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him.
Is the red guy on that stuff?
Yeah, he's on the gas for sure. That would be you two, Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes.
Yep, I'm Athena Sykes.
And I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. He's tripping on acid.
I'll pass on the handshake. I'm studying to be a lawyer. Name's Hugh O'Connor. But some call me Mr. Perfect because I never score less than 100% on tests.
Hold on a second, buddy. There's only one Mr. Perfect around here.
Yep, and may he rest in peace.
Yes.
Gotta go D&D. Do you, boo-boo.
Do you,
Do
boo-
you.
And thanks for stopping by for the support, even if it's about 5 minutes.
Most pretentious introduction ever. And what's with his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket or what? Yeesh.
Yeah, that is something.
Let me be the first to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introduction. Sorry! Now here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. I'm studying to be a prosecutor, like the really cool kind that nails the bad guys. No! Where's the sincerity?
So he makes pottery too? And what's that bracelet contraption for?
Super Saiyan much?
I guess.
Junie sure has made some unusual friends. These two were the lawyer and the prosecutor in today's mock trial. And even though I wrote the script, I also played the part of the defendant. Final act in torrid love triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. Level-headed lawyer, course genius, and hot-blooded prosecutor, course student. We'll go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Wait, these two are the guys who supposedly have a thing for Junie?
Juniper, come on. Your role's way beyond just that.
That's right! The mock trial's just the start! She's also in the school festival's main event! Live on stage, Juniper Woods! And the crowd goes bananas! Woo!
I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. All the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so... My Junie singing? On stage in front of people? Wow, she really has changed.
Alright, let's talk to her again. Your performance.
I was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes.
Oh, this looks familiar. You
That
see
looks
that?
very familiar.
Shut-
Call back to the Lemire case.
Call back to Turnabout Serenade.
And this is what I'll be wearing. That's amazing, Junie. But then again, you were always good at that kind of thing. These constellations in particular are really something. Oh, thank you. One of my favorite things to do was to look up at the stars in the middle of the forest.
Huh? So you're a fan of the night sky then?
Wow, Apollo. Didn't know you were such a romantic.
It's not like that. I have this friend. He and I go way back. Who got me really interested in space. Oh, hold on a minute now. Something just occurred to me.
Yeah?
A friend? Space? Here's a clue.
Way
find
back.
out in the next episode.
Oh, next case, you mean?
Yeah, the next case.
Wait, you had friends when you were young? Color me surprised. As student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue. I think she's angry.
Stage costume added to the court record.
Costume Junie was supposed to wear. It has a glowing star pattern.
Notes 2 pages.
Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at that thing, shall we? So, before we continue,
So this is page 1, right? I mean, that looks exactly like Lemire's costume. But anyway,
stage costume notes: paint inside of costume with fluorescent paint. Leave time to dry.
draw constellations on the outside and make small holes according to this pattern.
In the dark, the paint will shine through the holes, bringing the constellations to life.
I wonder how important that's gonna. Well, every little detail. Every little detail is important.
Yes,
So-
it is.
So, all right.
Continuing.
The costumes were no problem, but as for singing, I'm not sure I...
No! You can do it!
That's right. And anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me.
It's like a chivalrous love triangle, a damsel in distress, and 2 knights in shining armor. Maybe that Themis Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out.
So who won?
So, how did the mock trial end? We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out.
I guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial.
It ended right before the verdict? Talk about bad timing.
I was this close, man! I bet I would have won!
But I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right?
We'll settle this some other time. And I assure you, I will win when that time comes.
Like I'm gonna let that happen? I don't think so!
I hope they don't end up hurting each other. Oh, don't worry. The 3 of us have been good friends since we enrolled here.
We even have proof of our friendship.
Proof? Like physical evidence proof? Yes. We're studying for a career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything.
Yeah! As long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around!
Ah, the famed Themis Legal Academy ingenuity at work. So, what exactly is this proof of friendship anyway? Well, it's a secret. And if I show you, it would be bad luck.
Bad luck.
What?
Oh, okay. I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Junie's voice.
Discord.
Discord. Uh-oh. Okay. And no extra comments.
Nope. Not here, anyways.
All right, anyway.
Discord and Junie's voice.
Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. It's not something to be put cheaply on display.
Proof? We don't need no stinking proof! Us are your friends forever!
I can hear discord in their voices too. But they're talking about their friendship. What's going on here?
Something wrong, Athena?
No, it's nothing.
Oh, all right then. Hey, isn't that...
Everyone stay right where you are. Don't move a muscle.
Uh-oh.
Detective Fulbright, is something wrong?
Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends. Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait. Juniper Woods, you're under arrest for the murder of Constance Court. What? What the heck is going on here? What?
I'm what? Wait a second! What's going on here? Why are you arresting Junie?
Please, Detective Fulbright. We're involved in this case, too.
Ha! So you're the lawyers the dispatch said were first on the scene. I can't tell you everything, but I will say this. There are two major reasons for her arrest. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was.
I didn't.
And number two, the crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script.
But you can't arrest her on just those grounds.
Yeah, that's fucked up, bro. Come on, dude.
It's beyond police investigation. It's stupid.
I'm not buying it. Not for a second.
Me neither.
True, but there's more. However, Prosecutor Blackquill specifically told me to say no more than that.
Captain Toothpaste. Yeah, why not?
Exactly, you got that super bright smile.
So Blackwell's the prosecuting attorney on this one too?
Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket.
What is that?
Is that a murder?
What the heck? I don't know what's going on here.
Could that be the...
Whoa, why? There's blood on this.
That's evidence we made from the mock trial.
A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. Now, if you would, officers.
Yes, sir.
But... Junie, I have to do something. I can't let them take her away like this.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Hold it!
Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got.
Go, Thena.
Thena.
Aww.
Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
Oh, that's a bonding moment.
All right, well, we... hate to interrupt your bonding time, but... aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer.
Well, I don't have much experience, and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at times. But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do.
I'll help you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor.
Lena, Apollo, thank you both. I'm counting on you. We've got your back, Junie.
Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have your lawyers, Ms. Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station. Come along now.
I can't believe Junie's been arrested for murder. And I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright.
Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right on the case.
Right.
I won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs. If anyone's going to solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate.
Why, that smug little... He hasn't even finished law school.
You! That was totally rude! And you're not the only one on the case, man! I'm in too, big time! Juniper Woods! I'm gonna save you!
Okay.
None of those two are gone. Let's get back to what I was talking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is.
Oh, right. You said the victim's location, position, and so on were just like in the script.
Exactly. Without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain.
Perhaps I could help. Here we go. Perhaps I could help. Hair, forehead.
Uh-oh. It's him! Prosecutor Gavin! What are you doing here?
You two seem to know each other. Is someone going to introduce me?
Why, I do believe we have a fresh face here. Greetings, Fräulein. I am Clavier Gavin.
If I'm being honest right now, I wish Carlos would join us.
Yeah, me too. Man, everybody would have pitched in on this one. Some know me as Prosecutor, but I'm most famous from my former rock band. We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably, the band went kaput. Perhaps you've heard of us, the Gaviners. I was lead vocalist.
Never heard of your band. Then again, I was out of the country till only recently. But, can I get your autograph?
You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph?
Forgive me, Fräulein, but I've retired from the music biz. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as a rock star prosecutor, Clavier Gavin.
Oh, okay. That one then.
She's a lively one, eh, Air Forehead? Didn't know she was your type.
She's the newest member of Wright Anything Agency, that's all.
Nice to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes.
Pleasure to meet you too, Athena Sykes. Now that the intros are out of the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me, yeah, Hair Forehead?
Let's talk to him.
Why are you here?
So what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin?
I'm here for the same reason as your boss, to give a lecture and a training seminar. Ah, he's the famous prosecutor.
That's right.
I should have known, for crying out loud.
I know, right?
Oh my God.
So he's the famous prosecutor they invited.
And I have another crucial role to play.
Yeah, you seriously thought of that other guy, but whatever.
The Gaviners are getting back together for a one-time special performance.
Uh-oh. Even though you guys disbanded? Which was a shame, by the way. Really.
Yeah, I know how much you adored our music, Hair Forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here.
Wait, so that performance Junie mentioned...
I see you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow.
Oh, look at this.
2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad.
Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright?
Bingo, Fräulein, and they were so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste. But the worst part of this whole thing is, my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass. Who is that?
Wait, don't tell me your mentor was...
Professor Court. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law.
Constance Court.
Oh, Jesus, now he has a vested interest in this case.
So, Constance Court was your professor here at the Academy.
She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered what was right beyond all else.
I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry.
Athena, are you tearing up? Though I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin owes a lot of who he is to Professor Court.
Exactly. So as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak. Yeah? Now, let's rock this place hard.
Yeah, baby. Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what?
Forget already, Hair Forehead. I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We're going to reprise it right here in the lecture hall. It might help us catch your killer.
Well, let's do it, baby.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Snapping his fingers. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor lecture hall.
Acting, baby. Get ready to rock. Mock trial reenactment. All rise.
Right. The stage is ready. And you, Fear Her Forehead, ready to rock?
No. The defense is not ready to rock.
You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax. You'll do fine. Besides, we have the script right here.
Junie's masterpiece? The one everyone's been talking about?
Yeah, and there's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. Now, Fräulein, we'll need you to play the part of defendant and judge as per the script.
Okay, got it.
I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Hair Forehead, will play the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial.
Très bien. Let's get started. Defendant/Judge Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for our reenactment of the mock trial. Or what I like to call the mock trial.
Mock!
I'll get you for this.
That one's for you, Scott.
I did not see that coming.
Okay.
Okay. Gotta breathe.
I'm clipping that. That was too good. All right.
All right, the mock trial.
Ja, a double mockery perhaps, but a trial is still a trial. Achtung, baby, it's no holds barred. Let's rock.
Yeah, baby. Can we take it easy today?
Objection! It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court.
Great. A judge that voices her own objectives and abuses her judicial powers. Let's talk. Summary of the facts.
Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please.
You got it, Fräulein Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. The defendant, an archery club member, also female.
Oh me, oh my. I'm innocent. Innocent, I tell you.
That's some seriously bad acting, Fräulein. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Hair Forehead, how did the mock trial participants react to this photo?
Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. He reacted with, "Oh, the green sweatsuit."
That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that?
Good question.
Too much of a fledgling to know what's important, that one. In any case, both in the mock trial and the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along.
Hold it! Hey, wait a sec! The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage.
Her hands weren't in the same position either.
That's right. See? They're in a different position. Look at that. Plus, the murder weapon, an arrow, and the lack of blood are also the same.
That's right. And therein lies the significance of this mock trial. So let's keep rocking it hard, just like that.
Defense's argument.
Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet with the victim in the quad.
Let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her.
You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena.
It's called getting into character, Hair Forehead. Don't be such a wet blanket.
Right. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Then Hugh said, A frail co-ed uses her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow? I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there.
9-9, Hair Forehead. That feigned swagger does not suit you in the least.
Order! 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 Especially you, Mr. Justice!
Me? I was just trying to get into it like Mr. Eurorocker said.
Okay, the prosecution's rebuttal.
So, the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the killer. That seems to be the defense's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections?
The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged. Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow? 9. I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand. Post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all.
When Rob was a prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon.
Well, he's just a student, a warm-up act, while I am the real deal, the headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the awl that was left in the art room.
Right.
An owl? What's that? An owl, you say? What might that be?
It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials. It's kind of like an ice pick. I have a photo here if you're interested.
Gross. It's all bloodied up to the handle. Please tell me it's just paint.
Most likely, Fräulein. Pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room, and I bet you we need to go there to verify that she actually did get killed in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place.
So, the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage?
How the body was moved.
The murder took place in the third-floor art room, but the body was found in the quad.
It must have been quite a chore moving the body all that way.
Not at all. There's a maintenance area and storehouse right outside the art room, and a cart used to carry balls around was found there.
Oh, I think I've seen one of those before, but that's a pretty big one.
A jumbo, yeah? Big enough to fit a person, or a body in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art room window, then moved it with the cart. That is how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself.
You don't say!
Objection! A body dropped from 3 stories up would show signs of massive blunt force trauma.
Einspruch. That may be true, but you failed to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse.
Look at him snap his fingers.
A body dropped into such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma.
Yikes. It's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings.
Quite the crafty killer. In an attempt to cast suspicion on the archery club, they moved the body to the quad where it would be an easy shot from the club room. Then the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the awl's stab wound.
Sounds like he has only high praise for Junie's script.
Were there any further arguments from the defense?
Nope. It seemed like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too.
Time for the finale, then. Your verdict, if you please, Fräulein Judge.
Huh? Oh, right, that's me. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Juniper Woods... Wait a second. Even if this is just a mock trial of a mock trial, I don't want to declare Junie guilty.
Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation.
Thanks, you two. That little run through of the mock trial cleared up quite a few things.
Mock trial script added to the court record.
Top secret script written by Judy. There's only one copy.
Achtung, baby, the prosecution's already got a witness sized up, too.
That was quick. Prosecutor Blackquill was almost too good.
You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin.
Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Court. And there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Anyway, I won't say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later.
Oh yeah, baby, we will be seeing you later. Pretty boy.
I always thought prosecutors were all a rather scary bunch. But Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice.
Yeah, he's not so bad as prosecutors go.
Yeah, he's easily the most likable prosecutor in the entire series.
Exactly. We should get back to investigating too. We don't have nearly enough information yet.
And we also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case.
Right. Looks like we have our work cut out for us. So let's talk.
Any ideas?
The most prominent feature of this case is how closely it resembles the script. That makes it a tough one because we have to have a firm understanding of them both.
No sweat. We can reenact the mock trial as many times as we want by reading the script. I'll check it out in the court record and commit it to memory later.
Good. I bet the script and the mock trial are going to be the centerpiece of the real trial. Make sure you know them inside and out.
Yes, sir, Mr. Justice.
Mr. Justice? Careful, I could get used to that. Investigation.
Apollo, any advice on how to investigate this case?
Start by interviewing people about the basic facts.
Interview people. Got it. Hey, you there. What can you tell me about the...
Whoa, hold on, Athena. The trial's tomorrow, so try to limit it to people with some relation to the case.
Okay, got it. Limit the interview pool.
Right. You might also want to take it down a notch. Otherwise, you'll be dead by tomorrow.
He wants me to calm down at a time like this? Judy's fate rests in my hands. I just have to win this one.
Well, let's move.
Before we do, let's get a look at this script. A body with a protruding arrow was found in the quad.
The murder weapon wasn't. Oh, the arrow was inserted as a ruse.
The actual murder scene was the art room where traces of blood were found on the floor.
The body was dropped from the third floor art room to the maintenance area below. A mat was laid out to cushion the fall.
A ball cart from the storehouse was then moved to move the body to the stage.
The archery club's room has a good view of the quad. The body was moved to the quad to make it look like an archery club member had shot the victim with an arrow. Ow. Buy with school festival funds. Get from hardware store.
Arrow. If I borrow one from the archery club, it could give away part of the script's plot.
TBD. Sweatsuit. Victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor course.
Oh, but it was green.
Yes.
So why was it green?
I don't know.
Oh.
Boy. Okay,
Okay,
let's move.
we're moving. Let's move to...
Let's get to the hallway or something.
Sure, we'll get there first. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy. First floor hallway.
Ah, Mr. Wright.
I heard they arrested your friend Juniper.
Yeah. Detective Fulbright just took her in.
I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocence by any means necessary. The end justifies the means.
What do you mean, the end justifies the means?
I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and mean what I say by all means. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not?
Of course I do. Judy wouldn't even hurt a fly.
Let's smile again.
Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible.
Sure, I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of that the end justifies the means part.
Yeah, what's that all about?
That's something another,
And I think Professor Court used to say that all the time, too, according to Clavier.
but in different words, though.
Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you failed to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense. You're going to take her case, Professor Means? I may be a professor, but I am still licensed to practice law. In fact, I have even battled Professor Court in, well, court.
No kidding. So you guys were rivals or something?
No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the Academy and in court. You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class.
Wow, I bet they both used to really bring it.
Yeah, but why is he interested in taking on Junie's defense? What's his gambit here?
You smell that?
Smells like fish.
You bet.
Now, if you would excuse me, I had best go discuss the case with Juniper.
Hold that thought for a second. You hear this phrase, the end justifies the means? This
Right.
is said by Niccolo Machiavelli.
Machiavelli,
Yeah, which means that if a goal is morally important enough, any method of getting it is acceptable.
Well,
It better not be too bad.
no.
Professor Means, please wait. I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case.
It's true. Juniper's counting on us to prove her innocence.
Really now? You two? And when were you planning on telling me?
Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked first, but
Relax. Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions. And I think you made the right one.
Yep, she did.
How wonderful. Very well, Athena Sykes, let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else?
that's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients.
How about finding the truth?
What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As her professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come see me at once.
Let's hope it never comes to that.
No, if you would excuse me.
Yeah, keep an eye on this bastard.
Yeah, I don't like the way he looks. But that smile alone is suspect.
Yep.
It's so creepy. Well, time's a wasting. You better start investigating and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far?
Yes, please.
Well,
All right.
talk to him about the murder.
Have you learned anything new about the case?
Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin, and he told me something interesting. Seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there.
Remember that?
So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage.
What? Really? Just like the mock trial again.
The police are searching the art room, but whether they'll find anything, well,
Well, what? Come to think of it.
let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here.
Huh? Are we even allowed to do that?
It's no big deal, as long as you leave it exactly like we found it. Plus, no, never mind.
Go back to the history again. Hold on a second. Yeah. So the police are searching. Well, what? Come to think, well, that's when I said that. Uh-oh. Okay, go. Yeah, let's go back then.
Now, where was I again?
But there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves.
Rumor about the academy. Oh boy, here we go.
So were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means?
Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking.
The Dark Age of the Law. I'm sure you've heard those words before.
Oh boy.
Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days.
The question is, how is it related to the case at hand?
Training students to produce results. That is the school's policy. Oh.
Well, that in and of itself isn't a bad thing.
Right. As long as those results come by fair and honest means.
Oh, but what was it that Professor Means said? The end justifies the means?
Oh.
Good God. I hate that guy.
To survive the Dark Age of the Law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Themis Legal Academy.
But what'll happen to our legal system if results are all that matter anymore?
Relax. It's just a rumor. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you.
Oh, that's a relief. He had me going there for a minute. Wait a second. What if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence.
Oh.
Yikes, bro.
I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact that this case closely resembles Ms. Woods' script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's same and what's different.
Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus.
All right, then let's move. Let's move. I think we'll first talk to Hugh in the lecture hall. What do you say?
So we're back here, are we?
Yep.
October 24th, Themis Legal Academy. 3rd floor lecture hall.
Look, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh!
Oh, it's you two. Do you want something?
Did you find anything? You said you were going to do some investigating of your own.
Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper.
You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you?
Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they'd already read the script. Or wrote it.
But
Look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two. So just leave it to him.
there it is again. I'm picking up some discord in Hugh's voice.
Let's talk to him. Hugh O'Connor.
Hugh, would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself?
Whatever. I'm 6'1", and under this uniform, I'm 100% lean muscle. My grades are outstanding, and I'm the ace of the archery club. Needless to say, I never miss my mark. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble, too. Yeah, right.
How can you even say that with a straight face?
Those around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. But when it comes to tests, I always get 100%. So I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. But as I said before, I pay them no mind.
I heard you the first time.
Well, what about the mock trial? It sounded like you were about to lose to Robin.
It's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body.
You saw the body?
Right, and I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory.
Hugh, would you mind telling us a little more about that?
Yeah, I mean, he saw the actual body. Oh boy. Discovering the body. Right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall.
Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall.
That's right. There was that announcement and then everyone came in here.
The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Juniper, Robin, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door.
Wow, your own personal dressing rooms? That's total VIP treatment.
Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. That'll be important.
Yes.
The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax. Then just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back towards the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage.
So that's when you saw the body?
Right. It was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. I could have easily beaten Robin if it hadn't been for that.
Wait, hold it right there. You went through the mock trial even though you had just discovered a body?
Yeah, he's definitely a suspect, but...
Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here.
I think I know why. Was it because of this?
Huh, where did you get that?
So, this article in the Themis Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie.
Right. But if I reported the body I'd found, the whole thing would be called off.
You really want him to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body? Sorry, but that's not normal. Or could their love for Junie really be that strong?
Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial.
Good, because that's all I have to say about the matter.
Thanks, and don't worry. We'll prove Juniper's innocence. You'll see.
I can't say you two inspire much confidence.
Okay, Athena, what next? Well, let's go to, let's move. I say we go to the maintenance area. Who's waiting over there?
Now there's the ball cart right over there.
October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, maintenance area.
So this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said that the art room is right above here on the 3rd floor. And that the body was dropped from there onto a high jump mat from the storehouse. There's the mat, too.
Oops, sorry.
There's the mat, too.
Yes, it's right there. Right. And then he claimed that the body was transported to the stage in a ball cart. And then... There's someone else here.
Hey, it's Robin.
Whoa! You scared the crud out of me!
Yikes! Right back at you. So, what are you doing out here?
I'm working out so that I can become strong enough to save Juniper! But I'm so worked up! My training brace is almost breaking at the seams!
Oh, right. The girl you like got arrested, so you're psyching yourself up to rescue her?
Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly men! That's why I work out with my manly brace!
Except that I hear some discord in that manliest of men's voice of yours.
I don't mean to be rude, but can't you talk without shouting?
Sorry! I'll try not to shout so much. If at all possible, that is!
Which is not at all possible by the sound of it. So do you mind if I ask you some questions as Junie's lawyer?
No problem. Ask away. Keep 'em coming, man!
This guy's a trip, but he couldn't possibly have done it.
Wow.
He's innocent as far as I'm concerned. But he might have something to do with it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
let's say he is, yeah. Let's call him he.
Ouch! My ears ache already.
All right, let's talk to him. Robin Newman.
Robin, could you tell me a little more about yourself?
You want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club.
The Fine Arts Club? Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard.
There were supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad.
Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright?
Bingo, Fräulein, and they were so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste.
Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance?
You bet I did. Both of them. Put my blood, sweat, and tears into those things, man. Must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that. Nah, I couldn't face Professor Court if I let something like that get me down.
What do you mean?
Professor Court was a Fine Arts Club advisor. She was all about truth and beauty, man. She always said, the only good result is the truth. That and only lawyers who seek the truth through legitimate means produce worthwhile results.
There we go, see?
Now we're talking.
Yes! I'm totally on your guy's side. She must have been an incredible woman.
Yeesh. You call me loud when I practice my chords of steel. About the murder. Oh man! Why'd I have to take the prosecutor course? I mean, how am I supposed to save Juniper if I'm studying to be a prosecutor?
Don't worry, I'll clear Junie's name. You'll see.
The 3 of us had a dream. We swore we'd make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer, judge. Hello, sorry for bothering you.
Never mind. Just
no
move
way.
on.
Prosecutor, lawyer, judge. The 3 of us would hold fair and honest trials. The dark age of the law? Ha! We were gonna put a nail in its coffin, man! Wow, you guys swore to do that? But no! That stupid school rule had to ruin it!
What?
What school rule?
School roll? Which one?
Anyone with a prior conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid, holier-than-thou school!
A conviction, huh? Oh. Well.
A tough legal academy with even tougher rules.
Junie will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. And if I fail, the 3 of them will never realize their dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure.
Oh, but it did.
Yeah,
All right.
no shit.
All right, let's go somewhere else.
All right. I was hoping we would look
How about
around
the
and stuff.
outdoor stage? See what you find there.
I'm just following his lead, folks. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, outdoor stage.
I thought the area was cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there.
Ooh, I know. I'll just quietly sneak over there for a listen. Here goes.
3 trillion followers, nice price. I don't know. Athena, watch where you're...
Huh? Ah! Ugh! Ouch! Who put this stupid box here? Wait. Ah! Apollo! This box! There's...
What now?
There's someone or something inside.
Don't let it be a snake! That's a snake. That's a snake.
That's a snake.
That's
no,
a snake.
But, no, but that's a Metal Gear Solid reference.
Nice. Who the heck is this?
What?
Huh?
Who's
You, that's you, bro.
You morons just blew my cover.
What the? There really is someone inside.
That someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt. And I'm a senior in the judge course.
Okay.
What's with the box? It's the fate of we who live in the shadows. There's a very good reason why none may see my face by the light of day.
Wait, if you're taking the judge course, did you write a mock trial script too?
What if that's Junie in a box?
I don't
But
think
that
so.
can't be. She's in jail.
Nah.
You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. Read it without my permission and you'll wish you hadn't.
Who cares? I'm sure I was rejected for a good reason.
All right, let's talk to her.
Jesus, we're talking to a human that's wrapped in a box. Come on, man.
Miriam Scuttlebutt.
Oh, so you're studying to be a judge too? You must be classmates with Juniper. Are you a friend of hers?
Juniper? Sure, she's my friend. That's why I'm gathering info. Now tell me all you know. You know, for tomorrow's trial.
For tomorrow's?
For tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about?
I'm gonna take the stand, naturally.
So the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box?
Huh? This disguises how I'll get my scoops. But you're right, it's me. So tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake.
Wait a minute. Wait a second, Miriam. Repeat what you just said.
A lawyer with brains is as bad as his ears. Poor Juniper. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Clear enough for you this time?
Uh-oh. I thought so. Athena, my bracelet's reacting.
Really? That means... Am I already? That was quick.
Well, hit him with it.
It's morphin' time.
Morph time. I'd say look at her hands or something. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know.
I know which one's gonna be. But this is the part.
Yeah. Gotcha!
Yeah.
That's strange. You suddenly tighten your grip when you said, for Juniper's sake. It's like you subconsciously tensed up because you're lying.
What are you talking about? When did I ever lie?
Okay then, let me ask you this. Why were you selected as a witness?
That's an easy one. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Themis Herald. I know everything there is to know around campus, even the darkest of secrets.
Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive.
Oh, she's the one that wrote that article about Junie. So she's trying to get in with those two. She's trying to get in with O'Connor and Robin. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, it's a lonely one-woman operation. I do it all myself, from reporting to editing to publishing. Still impressed? I'm a perfect storm of journalism because I bring it all to the table. And this is the evidence. Here. An extra edition of the Themis Herald, published to coincide with the mock trial.
Themis Herald and extra adds to the quadric.
An extra edition of the school paper that covers the mock trial.
Thanks, Miriam. You revealed who you truly are. Someone who's never had Junie's best interests in mind.
What? Are you questioning our friendship?
Look, you may want answers, but no can do, because what you're saying conflicts with this piece of evidence. Take that! That's
the Themis Herald, the paper I publish. What about it?
Are you really that dense? This article is full of malicious lies about Junie. It's definitely not something a true friend of hers would write.
You got it all wrong. Another staff member wrote that one.
I don't think so, Miriam. You even said it yourself just a moment ago. It's a one-woman operation. Or did you forget already?
If you'd just given me the info you have, stupid pawn, Juniper's just using you.
What?
Well, it's time to come clean, box lady. Miriam Scuttlebutt.
Now, I want the truth, Miriam. You hide in your box in order to collect gossip for your sleazy paper. Isn't that right?
You're not really friends with Juniper, are you?
No, duh. She's the target of my scoops, and my readers demand dirt. Extra, extra, the dirty little secret of the squeaky clean student council president.
Dirty little secret? All right. What are you planning to say in court, huh?
I'm a witness to her part in the crime. I'm gonna tell it all in a shocking expose. The end justifies the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism.
The end justifies the means? Wait a second.
And it justifies the means.
Oh boy.
In this dark age of the law, many of us embrace Professor Means' methods, even future judges. I've even adopted an end justifies the means brand of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over our campus, secretly recording every last word without anyone being any the wiser.
Doesn't she realize that's totally illegal?
And one of them was at the scene of the crime, the art room.
You put a tape recorder in the art room? What did it record?
You want to know? You really want to know?
Yes, please. That's so nice of you to...
Like I'd really tell you now. The big scoop comes out in court tomorrow.
You're so mean, Miriam.
According to my evidence, a fatal fissure had opened between the three of them.
Who? Junie, Hugh, and Robin? And what do you mean by fatal fissure?
A rift in the trio.
Juniper, Hugh, and Robin used to be the best of friends.
Used to be? They still seem to get along finer to me. I did sense some discord, though.
You don't know anything. Professor Means has his followers, and Professor Court had hers. Their influence is inescapable.
Are you implying that one of them adheres to that extreme idea you and Professor Means have? But why would anyone follow that philosophy?
How could you possibly understand? You're new around here.
Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you came out of the dark and into the light?
I can see fine in here. You'll be the one seeing the light in court tomorrow. Then you'll realize how guilty Juniper Woods really is.
We're gonna have to cross-examine her tomorrow, but I don't know where to start.
Well, let's at least take care of whatever we can today.
You're right. Let's see what else we can find out. Well, I think I've talked to everyone who was somehow linked to the case.
Okay, maybe it's about time we wrapped up our investigation.
Oh, wait. We haven't met with Junie yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's head over to the detention center.
All right, let's go. To the detention center. Da-da-da-da-da. Charge! So it's been an hour, 44
minutes. We're right at the 2 hour mark.
Detention center, visitors room.
Thena, thank you so much for coming. She called me Thena like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down.
All right, let's talk to her. The script.
Junie, the crime's unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here? We wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial. And the only people who knew the details were Professor Court and I. Nothing we haven't heard already so far. However... Yes? What is it, Junie? Well, there was this one article in the school paper.
You mean this one? It's more like a tabloid piece than than a newspaper article, if you ask me.
I've been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Robin, you, and me. She wants to stay friends, but both of the guys are hoping to take it to the next level. Oh, the passion of high school drama. Wish I could have experienced it.
You're not missing out, sister.
Yeah.
Not at all.
No way.
And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. So if Robin had won, Hugh wouldn't have been able to confess his love to Junie. That would have kept the trio's relationship the same. Never knew Junie could be so devious. Sorry. I guess my personal problems probably won't be of any help in court, huh?
You never know. Help often comes from the most unexpected places. Help often comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper. All right, Ball.
I was wondering about that all you had on when you were arrested.
Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket.
Why, there's blood on this.
That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy.
Ooh.
It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Court and I were prepping in a art room until the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested.
We've nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the crime.
Still, that blood-red color on the owl bothers me. Wasn't it just paint or something? I mean, I was looking at it from pretty far away, but it probably was just paint. But that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the owl when we were prepping it yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
They better test it then.
It wasn't? Then how and when did it get there?
Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Thena and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. Then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use. That's when I found the art room key and the owl with what looked like blood on it.
Uh-oh.
A key? And the owl. Professor Court normally has the art room key since she's the Fine Arts Club's advisor. And since that key was there in a dressing room, I thought she was the one who had painted the owl to look like it had blood on it. After all, she always insisted that the props should be realistic, so... The owl suddenly shows up on the day of the trial with what looks like blood on it? I have a really bad feeling about this.
Me too. But let's not jump the gun on this. Mock trial prep work.
Yeah, so the killer obviously took the awl and stabbed Professor Court with it. And so that's real blood. We just don't realize it. Well, they need to test it.
Mock trial prep work.
You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her? Yes. I left school at around 6 p.m.
Did you notice anything different about her?
No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same as always. I would have never guessed she'd end up like this. It looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me. We'll do everything we can to prove you're innocent tomorrow. I know, but I believe in you, Thena. Well, I should go now. Bye.
Is she gonna be alright? She's like a shadow of the girl we met back at the academy.
The Junie I knew was always like that, a little weak and sickly. But the fact that she's lifted her facade shows that she trusts us. Even still.
What is it?
Well, when Junie and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sense some discord in their hearts.
Seriously?
Yeah, but it was really faint. I might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt their friendship, is there?
Well, there's plenty of reason.
Don't worry. Everything will be fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? You know that friend I mentioned to you earlier? Well, get this. Whenever something's troubling one of us, the other can just feel it. That's real friendship.
I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about that and concentrate on the trial.
Yep. Tomorrow's a big day. Let's sort out what we know so far.
Okay. The victim, Professor Constance Gort, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor. Then her body was moved to the outdoor stage in the quad. Also, the location where we found the body was just as the mock trial script described.
I wish those were our only similarities they shared.
What do you mean?
What I mean is the script and this case are exactly the same in almost every respect. So it follows that the actual trial may very well unfold just like the mock trial did.
Oh no! The mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win. Well, that's not gonna happen. This time, Junie will be declared not guilty. Of course, I intend to get our results the honest way. We can do this. We'll be fine. After all, I have Apollo, and he's the king of being fine.
He sure is, folks.
Yep, he sure is.
To be
Be
continued.
continued.
Yep,
This
we've
is a-
just about reached the end of tonight, so
Yep, this is a perfect time to hop off.
so guys, tune in next week for the trial of Juniper Woods as Miriam Scuttlebutt takes the stand as the witness to the prosecution.
Yep, there are going to be fireworks. Believe you us, and we want to know what's going on here. So tune in next week. I'm the Cannonball Alex Steele.
I am the package Andrew Steele,
We are the Steele Brothers,
and we are for real. Top guys out.
Ciao.
Adios.